Luke, very good to see you. This video is for anyone who is under 59 and a half and considering a Roth conversion. You're going to want to watch this to avoid a 10% tax penalty. So if you're under 59 and a half, Roth conversions can still be a very powerful tax strategy, but only if you handle the tax bill correctly. If not, again, you could trigger this 10% penalty. So why is paying the conversion taxes with outside after-tax money so important for these investors under 59 and a half?
Yeah, it's certainly something that you want to consider because with the early withdrawal penalties, I think a lot of people don't realize the amount that's converted directly from the IRA to the Roth is going to be subject to income tax rates, but it
Right.
is the amount that you're withholding for taxes that would be potentially subject to the additional 10% early withdrawal penalty. And so you want to make sure that you're able to pay the taxes from another source.
Yeah, absolutely. Otherwise, the math may not add up. We're going to get into that. So, why though, Luke, do you think this rule catches people off guard?
Well, I think it's because the rules can just be so wordy and confusing when it comes to these
Absolutely.
sorts of things. I think there's kind of a misconception really that you can't do a Roth conversion prior to 59 and a half that some people have. And other folks think if you're moving money from one qualified to account to another, that there's no tax impact at all. And, there's just so many things that you have to work through on an individual basis, which is why it can be helpful for a lot of people to seek out a professional opinion.
Absolutely. So, then how do you help younger clients determine whether a Roth conversion makes financial sense?
Yeah, so in the same breath as a lot of others, you want to start the sooner you start planning, the better. And the advantages of a Roth IRA are the fact that you are now getting tax deferred growth, and you will get to enjoy that tax free distribution at some point in the future. And so you want to maximize the time in the account that you have growth in a tax free manner. The other
Mhm.
side of it would be for a lot of us, you would expect to make potentially a higher income in your 40s or 50s than you're making in your 20s or in your 30s. And so, with the current tax structure the way that it is, maybe it makes sense for you to do conversions earlier in your career when your taxable income may be lower.
Right. And part of that equation is, of course, whether or not you have money sitting in your checking account that's already after tax, right?
Absolutely. Yes. You want to make sure you're not jeopardizing your own emergency savings in order just to pay the taxes on the Roth conversion. It has to make financial sense for you and your family.
Right. Because I think, Luke, a lot of people are kind of jumping into this. Roth conversions are so hot right now. Why do you think it's something that everybody is talking about?
Because of our current tax structure, right?
Mm,
So with the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act that we had a handful of years ago, and then some, some more adjustments really as time has gone on here in the past couple of years, you could certainly make the argument that taxes are at a discount right now compared to where our marginal brackets have been in the past. And the chart that you're seeing now in history does legitimize that statement. So if you feel like taxes are low now, or you feel like your marginal income tax rate is low now compared to where it could be in the future, then it makes sense for you to at least consider a Roth conversion now.
right. I have seen the national debt. I have a pretty confident feeling that taxes are going to go up in the future.
While I don't like to be too pessimistic, I would probably agree
Yeah.
with you. Yes.
Right. So again, this answer is going to be different for everybody because it's going to come down to so many kind of personalized variables. But Luke, if somebody would like to sit down with you, crunch the numbers, determine if a Roth conversion is right for them, what's the best way to reach you?
Yes, as always, if they want to go to our website at ewgretire.com, there's a link there on our homepage to set up an appointment with anybody here. And then also by phone at 937-498-1128. We'd be happy to sit down and run through the options, regardless of age.
Right. All right. Luke, thank you so much.
Thank you.